Angel Creations. Welcome back to my craft room. Oh, don't mind me today. I have been working outside on some outdoor craft things that I had to line all up and glue, and so it's really a warm one out there today. So grab yourself some nice, I have some sweet tea, and we're gonna get excuse me, right into crafting today. So I have a cutting board that I actually got at a thrift store for 50 cents, and it's a really nice cutting board, and I would like to incorporate that into my craft. So I already did something similar with a cutting board this fall, but this one's going to be for my own personal kitchen. The other one I gave to the doctor's office, so yeah. So I wanted to do another one, but it's going to be different. The other one was just a cutting board from from Walmart, actually, and it was a $1.50 cutting board that I was so excited to find. I wonder if I could pull this knot out. It was in, I don't know if you guys have one of these, but in our Super Walmart in Zephyr Hills, they have a new section that it doesn't seem to have a name to it yet, but I'm gonna put this over in my drawer, so if I can't find it later, make sure you tell me where it is. So it reminds me of like Bullseye or Target Dollar Spot, and I found a really nice cutting board on clearance over there for $1.50, and we made a pumpkin out of it. Well, this one is going to remain a cutting board, but we're going to put a Dollar Tree napkin on it. But the first thing we have to do is paint it, because it looks like I took the tag off already, and it was $3.99 and originally, and I think it looked like a Hobby Lobby tag, but I can't be too sure. I'm gonna pour a little bit of my paint right onto my surface, and I'm just gonna give this a once over of the white chalk paint from Waverly, but you can use any white paint. Any white paint will do, and I'm not doing the sides. If I get any on the sides, I am just going to take a baby wipe and wipe it off. I don't want to paint the sides, I just want the top painted. And I'm doing a pretty good heavy coat because of the words and the color that was below it. And so now we've got that. I am just going to take my heat gun now and give this a good little dry job, and we will blow dry, and then when this is all dry, I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm just trying to clean up my edges here, and whoopsie. Now we are going to Mod Podge. This comes the fun part, really brings this to life. So I'm going to open my napkins, and these are from the Dollar Tree. I'm pretty sure. No, they're not. I'm lying to you. They are from Dollar General. I'm not lying. I just made a mistake. Okay, so I am going to, so we learned a new trick, and I still don't remember. Oh, I think I do. It was Kathy Jo. I just found this new channel. I love her. Oh my gosh, you guys have to go visit her channel, and when you do, tell her I sent you, please. She's amazing. Her name is Kathy Jo, but I think it's something like Copy Kathy Jo. I'm so sorry. I'll try to put a link to her channel in the description underneath this video. But anyways, on her channel, I'm pretty sure it was her, she taught us that if you take a piece of tape, I think any tape, and you want to separate your napkins, you just take a piece of tape and you stick it down and pull it apart, and look how easy peasy that is. Gosh, sometimes I spend most of the craft trying to separate my napkin. So this is only a 2-ply napkin, so we'll throw the second one away. By all means, if you want to keep it, you keep it. All right, now I am going to Mod Podge. Oh, you know what? I should have kept that. I'm going to save a piece of that for the top. Well, no, because I'm going to decorate that. Don't mind me. All right, I am going to just cut out one of these beautiful trucks out of my napkin, and I'm going all the way as far as I can over to the next truck. And now we are going to take a little bit of water in a little cup, and we are going to paint around. I have some wax paper down here. We're going to just paint around this little truck with our water and paintbrush. Just need a little. That's probably way more than I needed. And I don't want to spill it is the thing. Alright, so now I'm going to find a paintbrush that has like long bristles, maybe thinner, like this one probably. You want, like, you know, a nice little artist brush, like a fine brush. And I'm going to dip that in the water, and then we're going to paint around our napkin around the truck. And what that does is it breaks away the napkin. It makes it tear nice and easy. And when you do this with your napkin, when you Mod Podge this napkin onto your surface, it won't show the edges. This kind of makes the edges just disappear. So you gently go around, and where you've wet it, you just pull it apart. I hope you can see what I'm doing. I should probably put you... Let me pause this and put the camera over me for the last part of this. Okay, so this might be a little awkward, but I'm hoping that you can see. So, I almost want a darker... Let's try this. I almost want it to be darker so you can see what's happening here. Alright, let's cut this piece off so we don't have it in our way, so that you guys can see what I'm doing. Can you see what's happening when you rip it? Alright. So we dip our water, paintbrush in our water, and you just paint around, and then you just rip that away. Just rip it away. It rips so easy. Now I want to save my pumpkin little design here, so we got to be careful that we don't rip. Can you see what's happening? So I'm just going to wet the whole thing like that. And then I'm just going to very carefully rip my napkin. Sometimes you need to put that down on a flat surface, and you just do your best to go around where it is all wet. And sometimes if you put your finger down over, is my head in the way? I can't see. I hope you guys can see. Anyway, when you wet it, let me put this up, and you tear the edges like that. Whoop. When we go to Mod Podge this, those edges are just going to disappear. Okay, so I hope that helped. So now let's move our water behind us so we don't spill it, okay? And then I'm just going to throw away my scraps. Now I'm going to take some Mod Podge, and I'm taking matte Mod Podge because I don't like it shiny. But you can use whatever Mod Podge you want. And actually, it looks like this one has never been opened. I have a new one, so let's open it up real quick. Alrighty. Give that a good shaking up because it's new. And then I'm just going to squeeze a drop of it onto my, I would use that pink brush, but it's really too little. And I'm just going to put this right on my surface and just spread it out. Right in the middle, where I know my little napkin's going. No real rhyme or reason, just kind of eyeballing where I need this. And I'm going to just put that right down in the center. And I'm going to smooth that down with my finger. See, I got a little wrinkle here. Little wrinkle there. And I will pull this one down with my finger as well. Lifting and going as I smooth out all the wrinkles. And the edges almost disappear, I'm telling you. So where it's a little dry and there's no place for my napkin to adhere to, I'm just going to go with my brush, go under it a little bit on the edge, and then smooth it down. With the brush that already has Mod Podge, just go underneath it a little bit, smooth it down. And if I need a little bit more, just go inside the cap, grab a little bit more, because I don't want a lot. I just want to get underneath the place where I didn't get. And we don't want a lot because that just causes wrinkles. And lay this down just a little over here. And now I'm going to apply a little bit of heat to this. And I think that smooths out any little tiny wrinkles that you do have. So just a little bit. You can be smoothing as you go. Get all the wrinkles out. It just helps it. I don't know what this does, but try this at home. If you don't, I don't know what that noise is. Somebody's shooting a gun or something. I don't live in the city. I live in cow country, Dade City, Florida. So people do shoot guns. So can you see how that just almost disappears? Now I want some of this border on the bottom. So I'm just going to cut off another piece, and I'm just going to cut the border because I like that. And I would like to incorporate that border in the bottom of my cutting board. So again, I'm just going to use a piece of tape and try to separate that. That's a cute, I could have used this one. I ruined 2 napkins. Don't do what I do. I'm just here to inspire you. Don't do what I do. But anyways, if you are watching Kathy Joe, I'm sure you don't even know who I am. I did email you, but because I love your crafts. But anyway, thank you for this amazing tip that you gave us to separate the napkins. I think you said, get off me. I think you said that a subscriber taught you that. Excuse me. So anyway, cool beans. Alright, now I'm going to put just a little more Mod Podge down the bottom. Just a few drops, because you know you know how it goes. We don't want a lot. We just want a little bit, because too much makes wrinkles. Alright, so you want it good and tacky. And I'm not doing my sides, so we'll trim whatever is hangover. We'll trim that off after. And so there we have it. I'm going to trim this just a hair. more. All right. Oh. Okay. And now I'm going to just put that on the bottom. Right down there. And smooth it out. And then we will cut this piece off, and then we'll go around in a second when this is dry. We will go around with our sanding block. I don't want to go around it yet because it's really wet. But for now, you can have a look. That's cute. And then we are going to decorate the top. Let me move my napkins now that I've ruined 50 of them to do this project. I am going to go around the top with some of this green raffia. So I'm going to get a piece or two of that out. Let's see. Alright, that ought to do. And let's try to get the ends together. And then I'm just going to wrap it around my hands until it won't wrap anymore. And then I'm just going to pinch it together in the middle. Wrap it around a couple of times and tie it off. To make a bow. And tie it tight yet though. Pull it tight now. And I'll give it one more tie. And then I'm going to cut my loops. All my loops. I don't want my loops. I just want ends. And I'm going to do the same. Cut those off. I'm going to cut all my loops. So there. And then I have a crazy, we'll spread them out, and we have a crazy green little raffia bow. Alright. And I'm just going to either glue or tie this right around the neck here. I think I can tie it, so I'm going to try to tie it. And I might have to secure it with the dotted glue too. Trim it off. Alright, so there is that. Now, I am going to have to secure it with a little bit of glue. So let's put a little bit of glue on his middle of the bow, and then we're just going to hang it down. Let it drop down, you know what I mean, and hold it with our finger for a moment. And then I'm going to take my little sanding block. This one is fine, it's from the Dollar Tree. And I'm going to just sand off the rest of my napkin and trim up that so it looks like it was just made for that. Fits perfectly. And then I have a couple of sprigs from the Dollar Tree. So this one is called a hop bush. Get a good look at that. It's awesome. Never seen that at the Dollar Tree before. And I might put a couple of these in. This is like the bittersweet, and a couple of greens. So let's start with our greens, and then just gonna pull right off of our stem here. So let's do that. Put 3 down. An odd number is a great place to start. So I'm going to put 1 here. And I'm going to put another one right there. And we're going to have one going up. So there we have some greens. Now we're going to cut a couple of these. I've been using my tools. They're outside. I'm gonna have to use a different cutter. These are way too big, but that's okay. I am going to cut off a couple of these gorgeous, unless these pull off. Oh, they pull off. So we're gonna put a couple of these gorgeous little hop bushes on here. Put one up at the top. Press and hold, press and hold. Like that. And now I'm going to take a piece of the bittersweet, and I'm going to put a couple of those together because I want that to be a little fuller. So I'm going to take a few of those, kind of bunch them together. Let's see if we put a piece of jute. We could probably make a little bunch. Tie that off. I just tied a little jute string around like 4 stems here, just so that it would be a fuller little bunch, so that we can stick that in our little arrangement here. And I'm going to cut off the excess. So let's just put that right here. To give this one a little bit more glue though, because this one is a bigger bunch. I'm not thrilled with my Surebonder, you guys. Yeah. So what happened was my sister had given me a really nice Aleene's glue gun, and I loved it. And I gotta look at this now. And I absolutely loved it, but it fell and broke, and the trigger broke. So, alright, that is so cute. Now I'm just going to take some of this, I have it sitting here, the tubing that you get at Dollar Tree, the decorative tubing, and I'm just going to make a simple little bow out of that. And again, I'm going to use this little piece of jute thread that I am got hanging around here, and tie it up in the middle. Make sure my things are the right size, my loops. We can cut the tails off after. Give that a double tie. Whoops. So our fingers, I've been making wands. Okay, for a friend's company up in Long Island. And we're going to just glue that. I'm going to shorten his tails. We're going to just glue that right to the middle. And this project will be finished. We just have to put our little jute string back in. The little jute string that we put in the drawer, I remembered. And I untied that. I don't know if we'll be able to get that back in with, maybe if we put a little bit of glue on the end, we can feed that through. That would be marvelous. Okay. So thanks for watching, you guys. You're just the best. I come here every day and I get to see my friends. I don't see you, but we get to talk in the, you know, comment box, and you're just the sweetest. And I just want to say, I just really am thrilled that you all are watching, and I'm glad somebody's enjoying my content. It really just makes me so happy to know that. You know? I mean, I was thinking, now, who am I to do this? And God kept saying, you have something to offer. And I was pretty doubtful, but I did it, and just letting God bless me all the way. It's not me, it's the Lord. Let me tell you, the Lord. This is God's channel. All right, that is it. How cute is that? That is stinking cute. Let me get my raffia all crazy and sticking out everywhere. I like crazy raffia. And here it is. So stinking cute. I love that. I'm going to put that in my kitchen, but how cute would that be just on a stand? You know, on your kitchen counter. That's what I'm going to do with it. I'm going to just decorate my kitchen with it. And, yeah, this one's not going to you girls at the doctor. Sorry. All right, everybody. Well, this will do it for this Saturday craft. And I, again, thank you so much for watching, for commenting, subscribing, sharing, and doing all the things that you guys do so well. And until I see you again, be good and do good. Bye now.